Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. Today I'm doing a contest entry for Bobby Z's Mount Rushmore contest. I don't know if you know Bobby's channel, but if you don't, you got to check it out. It shows some great stuff and always entertaining. So the idea was instead of having the four presidents on Mount Rushmore, you get an artist who's going to come and make your own Mount Rushmore for your listening room. And you're going to pick four vocalists that you would show on your Mount Rushmore. So I have a lot that I like, and I found four the personal favorites. I'm not saying they have the sweetest voices. They don't have the smoothest voices. I mean, some people probably think they're terrible singers, but I think they're fantastic. I love the way they sing. And, well, let's get started. First off, we'll start with the number one singer, I think, for me, Louie Armstrong. This is Louie Armstrong and his Hot Fives, original from 1920s, 1926, etc. Louie, of course, was an amazing trumpet player and helped create what we know as jazz. But his singing, his phrasing, the way he sings a song is more important than his vocal ability. Like I said, the phrasing, the way he sings is just, to me, I love to listen to Louie sing. And I'm not talking about all the schmaltzy stuff he did. Listen to some of the stuff he did with Ella Fitzgerald, Ella and Louie. Fantastic, just great. So my number one on my list for sure would be Louie Armstrong. Number two on my list, another guy who, again, doesn't have a typical pretty voice at all, but is one of my all-time favorite singers, and that's Howlin' Wolf. The Wolf was, 6'4", huge guy, and had this voice that was just like shake the room when he started singing. The glass and the tables would all shake when he got going. I was lucky enough to see the Wolf in Ann Arbor, Michigan, 1970 Ann Arbor Blues Festival, and he tore the place up. He was, towards the end of his career, he was not a young man, but boy, he was magnificent. And there, I love that picture of the Wolf there, getting it on. So Howlin' Wolf, this album is his Greatest Sides Volume 1, all from Chess Records, and if you don't know the Wolf, or you just know about the Wolf, you got to check him out. Amazing vocalist, one of the best. And then a little more modern day, we go with a woman singer who I absolutely love, and in the same vein, not a pretty voice, but a great singer, is Janis Joplin from Big Brother and the Holding Company, and also Janis herself. This is actually a new album, which is a 50th anniversary release of Cheap Thrills. The original name was supposed to be Sex, Dope, and Cheap Thrills, but they wouldn't allow them to do it back in the 60s because it was too controversial. So this is basically outtakes from the original album. It's pretty cool. There's Janis and the gang. But yeah, Janis Joplin, again, I was lucky enough to see her 3 times. And when she got on stage, she was a force of nature. She was unbelievable. So Janis would definitely be on my Mount Rushmore as my third vocalist. And finally, my last vocalist, again, someone who does not have what they call a pretty voice, but my favorite singer, or one of my favorite singers, Tom Waits. This is Frank's Wild Years, great, great album. Again, growly, not pretty, but he knows how to sing. He has a way with a song, and just love Tom Waits. So those are my 4. Louie Armstrong, Howlin' Wolf, Janis Joplin, and Tom Waits. A little different. Hope give people food for thought, and maybe they'll delve a little deeper into these people's archives and check out their music more if they don't know it. Bobby, thanks for having the contest. Until next time, peace.